Look, I just got some news on the fight. The Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fight. We have to actually take the test in Nevada. So apparently Nevada, they go through a whole series of blood tests and everything else. And Manny Pacquiao, most of his fights actually have been sanctioned out there in Nevada, but he didn't have to take those blood tests. So he's kind of a superstitious guy and all. And Mayweather basically, they just, it's almost like the Mayweather camp, has some kind of drama, a lot. I'm not going to say a lot, but, it happens more often than it does in the Pacquiao's camp. So I don't know if this is one of those things where they're just trying to bring publicity with, all the controversy. Now it's controversy about how they're going to do the blood, how they're going to do the testing before the fight. Okay, you know what? if you guys are really claiming to be the pound for pound fighter, then I'm sure. I mean, y'all know as well as I know, and as well as most of these boxing fans know. If you know anything about boxing, that it's a big fight. And everybody's going to have this fight under a microscope. And anything that you do wrong, by all means, they're going to try to find that thing wrong. They're not going to try to create a problem at the beginning of the fight. So it can be this big old controversy. Is the fight going to go? Is it not going to go? And it's a good possibility that it might not, because one camp don't want to change its ways and the other camp wants to do it because that camp don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So now there's this big controversy. Put all that crap aside. You know what I'm saying? If you're the baddest guy in your weight division, then go ahead and do it and stop saying it. You know what I'm saying? That's really all there is to it. It's over $40 million, man. It's a big fight, dude, for two little guys. And these two little guys, man, I tell you, they're good in their division. Pacquiao, as you all know, very quick, fast guy. High punch count, and Mayweather, he's a very slick, crafty guy, and he knows how to put a lot of pretty combinations together. Hey, listen, man, I'm talking to the fans, the boxing fans, and I'm talking to Manny Pacquiao's camp, and I'm talking to Floyd Mayweather camp. Please let this thing go ahead and unify this pound for pound best fighter in that division. Let's just go ahead and do it. And another thing y'all both better be watching out for is my man Paul Williams from South Carolina. Yeah, that's a bad, tall brother right there. He can do some inside fighting you ain't never seen from a tall guy. I gotta give him big up credit there. If he makes the weight, he gets down there and fight those cats, or get up there with whatever weight class they decide to fight in, I can guarantee you, if Paul Williams get a hold of either one of these two guys, it's gonna be a good battle. That one, it would be hard to predict, only because the height and everything. But as far as the skill, Paul Williams is still learning every time he goes out. He's constantly learning. And Manny Pacquiao, all of them is just constantly learning, And I think in boxing, you got to always be in this state of mind like a sponge, so you can pick up all these new ways. Now, I want to add one more thing. I saw my man Roy and that guy Green fight. Oh my goodness. Roy shouldn't have lost that fight. And actually, to be honest with you, Roy shouldn't be losing any of these fights right about now. There's only one major flaw with my man Roy Jones, and that is he don't keep his hands high enough. Now, back in the day of when he was coming out of the Olympics, going into pros, that style was a little bit confusing. You know what I'm saying? With your hands low and you're shooting from the hip like that. But guys today, I'm going to tell you, you guys know I'm a trainer also. I don't train my guys to try to use blocking with his shoulder and countering with the right hand. I teach them to all shoot from the guard. Everything is from the guard. You do not mess around in there no more, because people are figuring it out. They can figure out Mike Tyson. Man, they can sure enough figure out a Roy Jones, and they can figure out a Mayweather, okay? People are not stupid. You can't think that, guys are going to just think one way forever. Everybody is trying to find that extra edge to be the first one to beat the top guy. So, Roy Jones is not washed up. I don't care what anybody says. Roy Jones, big up, love to you. I saw that fight. I felt for you on that. You didn't even get a chance to get, to even box that night. But you go back to your boxing camp, dude, and you start training hard with your guard up. You go when you engage a battle, when you start to engage your battle, your guard is up, and when you start to your guard is right back. You don't shoot from the hip anymore because you can't shoot like you used to as fast as you used to. You know, you're a tad slow now, and people are taking advantage of that fraction of a second or that second pause that you may have. And that's just the way it is. These guys are not stupid. They're getting into business because they do have some type of a brand. You keep playing them like they dumb, and they're going to keep knocking you on your butt. So I say, look, change that boxing style and bring that guard up. You're going to come back with some wins, and guarantee you. The Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao fight, you guys need to get past that little bickering crap. Go ahead and get this thing on because you know you're under a microscope. I don't think either one of you or your camp is that foolish to take a chance to cheat your way to the top because it don't last. You know what I'm saying? You might as well go ahead. Testing done either before the fight or after the fight. Make a freaking decision and go ahead and do the thing. You know? Hey, look, I'm not desperate like I got money on this thing because I don't bet. You know what I'm saying? And so for all you guys who do bet, okay, maybe I am helping you out by putting this out there, whatever. But the bottom line for me, I'm a true boxing fan. I just want to see who is the pound for pound because in my mind, I already got it fixed in my mind. Even though these two guys may battle it out, you still got to look out for Paul the Punisher Williams. Yes, I said it, and that's the way it's going down. Listen, I love you. I got to go. I got to go open the gym soon anyway, man. I'm going to get some rest. I got to go to work tonight. I'm a real busy guy. But at any rate, y'all stop bickering over this crap, man. It's a big deal right now, man. Y'all getting paid a whole lot of cash to get up in the best shape. Man, pay me. I'm almost 50 years old. Pay me $40 million to get in great shape and get out there. Man, I'll give you all I got. You know what I'm saying? So come on, y'all. Let's matter of fact, oh yeah, I want to say one more thing before I leave. Dana White, Lord, man, Dana White. Let me just say this, Dana. You probably never fought a day in your life. You're a good businessman. I give you credit for it. You brought up the MMA very well. You got a strong hold on it. But stop being so dag-nabbit greedy, man. Boxing ain't gonna die. You got boxing fans like me all over the world. Boxing started first, and if it wasn't for boxing, MMA wouldn't even be here, man. So show some freaking respect, Dana White. I like you too, but, you know, I don't like the stuff you say about boxing. You know, because they all got to know how to do a stand-up game anyway to get in to get into MMA. Now, what do you know that? I know that. Anybody who knows how to fight knows that. So, ain't no way in the world that you're going to just have a ground game or a street fight game and get in the octagon and win all the time. It ain't going to happen. You got to have those aspects. You got to know how to stand up and fight, and you got to know how to fight on the ground. We give y'all that respect to know how to fight on the ground and stand. That's why y'all come to boxers who know how to box to get your stand-up game right. So don't get it twisted, Mr. Dana White. You rich. You was very smart about the way that you promoted your business. It's all good, but don't dump on boxing. All right, chump? Go in the gym and do some training yourself.